Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I have another Lush kitchen haul today, but this one's a bit different. I thought rather than kind of like showing myself, I'm just going to film the unboxing of the products like this, purely because I've been watching a lot of videos like this where they are just focused on the products and I've really enjoyed them. So this is the box that turned up. I've just taken off my address here obviously, so I'm just going to get on to the unboxing. And so this is what the box looks like. So you can always tell it's from the kitchen because it has this writing on here. I don't know what this is. I think this is from the actual post office itself, and then I think this is the person that packaged the box, and so that's just what the box looks like. And this was obviously where my address was, which I've taken it off, and I have opened this just to have a look at everything inside. And this was packed by Delilah, and I love that name. And it just so happens that everything I ordered this time was from the kitchen. I didn't get any online product, and it was packaged a lot neater than this when it turned up, but I've tried to put it back so that it looks as neat as it did when it arrived. So I've ordered 3 kitchen products, and so this is Sam. I'm starting to recognise the people from the Polaroids now that I've ordered from the kitchen a few times. So the first thing I got was the Sugar Babe body scrub, which I used to buy a lot when it was in the stores, so I decided to buy it again. And then this was the Red Rooster soap, I believe, made by Sophie, and I wanted to try this because apparently it's one of the oldest Lush products and it's been discontinued for a while. I've been shopping at Lush since about 2007 and I don't remember ever seeing this in the store, so I wanted to try that. And then lastly we have Sam again, and I have ordered 3 Up You Get because this is one of my favourite Lush products of all time. I love the Emotor Bombs. I know a lot of people hate them. I was really sad when they were discontinued, so that's everything that I got. And then this is just my receipt. I'm not going to show you the other side because it does have my address on it, and it's got all of the packing peanuts. There were a lot more in here, even though I tried to package it back as best as I could never get everything back in the box perfect. So I'm going to start off with these samples. This is my first time actually ordering samples or asking for samples from the Lush kitchen, because I've seen lots of orders where people have samples and I had no idea how to request them. And someone on Instagram, who I can't remember her name, I asked her and she said that if you go on the, this is the gift section on the ordering bit, you can type there and just say, can I have samples? And I think I have 4 or 5 samples here, which was really generous. I just asked for some random samples. I did also ask for a copy of the Lush Times because there was a box for that, but it doesn't look to be in here. But I remember being told the Lush Times was discontinued, so I think that's why. So just starting off with some samples. The first one I got was the Silky Underwear Dusting Powder. I actually have been wanting to try this for a while, so it was purely coincidence that this turned up, and so that's what that looks like. I assume the dusting powders are basically just powdered body conditioners. That's my interpretation of them, and this smells really nice. And this is a really decent sized sample, so I'm looking forward to trying that. And I really like these sample tubs as well, especially the ones where it's actually had the product name printed on it and not just written, so I'm going to keep that when I use it up. And I think one of my samples has leaked a bit because there's some liquid in here. I believe it is this one. I think this one has leaked a bit. This is the Happy Hippie shower gel, which I have never actually tried, but I know it's been in these shops for a long time. As I've mentioned before, I don't tend to buy a lot of Lush shower gels purely for the price. So yeah, it's just kind of like a very zesty smelling shower gel, and so I have a sample of that. Again, I'm going to keep the tub when I finish because it has the name actually printed on it. So now that I know that I can get samples, I'm definitely going to ask for them on all of my orders. I think I might ask for some samples of Fun next time. And then we have the Popcorn Lip Scrub, which I have, and there isn't a lot in here. However, if you were to think about it, the lip scrubs themselves are probably this size if you were to fill up the entire container, and they're about £5 each. I think that's why they've only put a small amount in there. I do actually have this, and I did mean to grab it just to show you what it looks like, but I forgot. And these chunks of sugar do look a lot bigger than the ones in the lip scrub, but even so I'm happy to have that, and that smells exactly the same. Of course it smells like popcorn and that sort of caramelly sweet smell. And then lastly we have Blousy shampoo, which is actually a online and Oxford Street exclusive, which I have. Let me just grab it. Conveniently it was right next to me because I'm filming in my bathroom. So this is the Blousy banana shampoo. So I'll show you the sample first. That's what the sample looks like, and then that's what the main one looks like. They do look exactly the same, obviously, because they're the same product. And I actually mentioned that I didn't like this product that much for the price. I've been using it a lot more lately and I have kind of changed my opinion on it. I am quite liking it now. But that being said, I don't think I am going to rebuy it when I do use it up, purely because, like I said, for the price. But I'll have a full review on Blousy going up as and when I use it up. And I definitely think this was the one that was leaking actually, because it's really kind of all sticky at the sides, but that is Blousy. So I think I might ask for random samples again next time actually, just because I like being surprised. So I'm going to start off with Up yet, as I have 3 of these. And it doesn't actually say the price on my receipt, but I believe these were around £3.20. These also seem a lot smaller than I remember them being. I don't know if anyone has ordered these and remembers also buying them in the store, if you can clarify that. But I also haven't had these in such a long time, so I might just be remembering it wrong. And then I have 3 there, like I said. These are so strong smelling. One of my favourite Lush scents. They do smell a bit different to actually how I remember them. They smell more citrusy, but they still smell amazing. They smell a lot more lemony than I remember them. And I remember when I used to first buy these, when they first came out in shops, this bit wasn't yellow, it was just a clear white one, but I actually like the new design on them. And I'm probably going to split these in half so I get more uses. And so that's what that looks like. The design is exactly the same as I remember it. I'm not going to open the other 2 purely just because they look exactly the same and I want to keep them fresh. But yeah, it feels a lot smaller than I remember it being, but happy to have that back. But it doesn't smell how I remember it smelling. I don't know if anyone can clarify if they changed the scent, but I also haven't had this in a good 6 or 7 years, so I'm probably just remembering it wrong. Then another product that I remember loving was the Sugar Babe Sugar Scrub. I remember when these came out, it was this one, and it was the one that's actually just called Sugar Scrub, the green one that's still in stores. And this is a basically white sugar scrub with a pink centre. I'm not going to show you the pink centre because obviously that would mean I'd have to break it in half, and I believe this was around £3 as well. Just from the size and the packaging, this looks exactly the same as I remember it, and it also smells the same through the packaging itself. And that is the sugar scrub. It looks exactly the same as I remember it, but if you can see there, it almost has like a bit of a Lush logo. I don't remember that being on them. I remember them being just completely flat, and also if you can see there is a bit of the pink centre poking through. I do really like these, but they are very expensive even when they were still in the stores, so that's why I only have the one. And I basically bought this for like a trip down memory lane because I did used to really like it. So that is Sugar Babe. And then lastly we have the Red Rooster soap, which as I said was one of the oldest Lush products, but it has been discontinued, which is why it's obviously back in the kitchen. And this basically smells like very citrusy and cinnamon and clovey. It smells like a very kind of like autumn fall scent. Really like this, so I'm probably going to save it for the autumn months. And I think this was around £4 for this chunk. It was a bit expensive, and it's also in the soap formula that I don't normally like. It's kind of like clear, transparent sort of soap. I don't find these as creamy. I don't tend to buy the clearer soap, but because I did want to try this, I made an exception. And it basically just looks like a chunk of orange. It looks really pretty. And then it just has this detailing on the top, so I think that's an orange and like a cinnamon stick. It does smell really good, but it's definitely an autumn scent, so I'm going to save it for the autumn. I don't understand the association with the name Red Rooster, so if anyone knows, let me know. But that is that one. And the last thing I'm going to see is if there is anything else in this box, because like I said, I did request the Lush Times, so I thought maybe it might be hiding at the bottom of the box, but there is definitely nothing else in this box. So that was my Lush kitchen haul. Let me know if you like these sort of videos where you can just see the products all the time, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.